Hello everyone, thanks for dropping by. As you no doubt know, women are complaining on TikTok that they can't find guys to date and they just do not like it. The women fall into two categories, or three if you like. One is they're single mothers, two is they're approaching the wall, and three is they're after they've hit the wall. Now they all seem to have the same complaint in that guys are not having anything to do with them, which means that the MGTOW philosophy is having a dramatic effect on the dating market, as in guys have decided that it's just not worth it and they don't want to commit. Now I've been looking at some videos from Taylor the Fiend's YouTube channel where he does analysis of these videos and also the letters that are on Reddit. Now a lot of these letters all seem to have the same similar thing. The lady was cheating, playing around. It's hardly ever the guy that plays around, and she decides to leave the guy and the guy's at a loss what to do. Now all these women on TikTok, they all still have a shopping list of requirements, what they want from a guy before they ever consider dating them. Now this is in the latter part of 2021. Last year it wasn't much different, as in marriage they have to have a shopping list of things which the guy requires. So looking around, I found this. As you can see, it's a site called Brides, and it's specifically written by women, for women, and it gives a woman's point of view on the specific point of marriage. Now, as you can see, it says, is your partner marriage material? Now, this was written on the 24th of November last year. And it says, marriage is for grown people. That's from a licensed therapist called Jennifer Chag-Eken and a psychologist called Laura Louise. What does marriage material exactly mean? It means if the person is good enough to be married, the goal is both committed to that. It's important because it relieves the pressure on both sides to be perfect all the time. You're all going through rough patches and setbacks. You're also invariably going to disappoint and frustrate our partners at one point or another. So the woman has to have a checklist for guys, how to tell if your partner is marriage material. Now if you're a guy, this is what you have to be. You have to practice self-care. You have to self-reflect and self-regulate. You have to communicate clearly, provided of course you get a word in. You have to fight fairly. Well, women fight dirtier than guys when it comes to marriage breakups. You have to be willing to compromise. You have to be emphatic. You have to be supportive. I can believe that. Your value systems have to overlap with your ladies. You're willing to apologize and forgive. For that, I'd say use the rule of 3. If she sleeps with Chad first time, it's forgivable. If she sleeps with Chad the second time, it's understandable. But if she does it a third time, then it's over between you. The guy has to know things will change, and they have to be okay with that. And after deciding that the guy is marriage material, the woman has to have a conversation that's honest and direct with them. If the partner isn't marriage material, whatever you do, don't ghost them. Well, will she ghost Chad? If you spend enough time with someone to even consider marriage, they deserve to know why it won't work out. As I said, 80% of the divorces are instigated by women. I also found this article from the same site. This was written 3 days later. 5 warning signs your marriage is in deep trouble. Once again, it's by 2 women, Elizabeth Schmitz and April Eldemir. Your connection fizzles As the marriage fails, the resentment and contempt replace the patience and love that used to serve as the groundwork for your connection. You don't fight fair, you don't fight at all. You can't communicate. There's no honesty. Intimacy is non-existent. Of course, she's probably given the intimacy to Chad. Now this is, I said, specifically aimed at women. There's also, if you're a homosexual and you're getting married, there's a 6 relationship skills that a homosexual needs to have. How to have a healthy sex life in your marriage. Let's have a look at that. Signs of a healthy sex life. It's hard to know what a healthy sex life is. If you're having sex once a month, is that positive? I wouldn't know. Your communication, again, educate yourself. Don't judge yourself or your partner. Seek professional help if needed. How to keep intimacy alive in your marriage. You can read all that yourself. You've just got to click on the link. Now, what's this to do with MGTOW? Well, before your marriage can get into trouble, you have to get married for a start-off. And before you can get married to a start-off and see if your partner's marriage material, you've got to start dating them. As I said, this article is 1 year old, and they've gone from this to women complaining on TikTok that guys are just not dating them. It seems that MGTOW is winning the war. The feminists might think they're winning battles, but MGTOW is undermining their stand, as guys are just walking away and there's nothing a feminist can do about it. Governments might decide to do something about it once the birth rate starts dropping, but no government can force a man to get married. They could bring in a bachelor tax, but what if the guy just says we're not paying it, or he works less and less and less? Then that means the government revenue goes down, which means no more freebies for women who vote more than men. But anyway, this is an interesting aspect. It's going from this to women finally realizing that guys are getting serious and they don't want to get involved with them, and women just do not like it. I think we're on the 10-minute mark now, so next week I'm going to do a video about the submarine deal with France and Australia, as I found a few interesting things, and it's a tangent away from my usual thing, i.e. MGTOW or Star Wars. But for now, that's it for this one. You know the routine. Like, dislike, comment, subscribe. It's completely up to you. So until next Monday, that's it. Bye-bye.